So we took a look at the Mora number 1 and 2. We can see both perform extremely well with field carving tasks. I want to take this video series a step further and dip into primitive fire, and then finally end off with my final thoughts regarding both knives and which one I would recommend. So stick around, we got another great show coming up. All right folks, so I first want to go over some of the components we'll be using for our primitive fire kit today. I'm going to use the hand drill. This is my preferred method. I've really gotten used to this method. I like to feel what I'm doing, and it brings us closer to the old folks that once occupied this land hundreds and thousands of years ago. Out in the Southwest, in the West Coast, the hand drill was predominantly used. So we have a piece of mule fat for our spindle, a California fan palm hearthboard, a processed juniper tinder bundle, and finally we have a cottonwood round we'll make our feather sticks with. So we'll go ahead and get into that right now. So just now we went over the components I'll be using for my primitive fire kit, and here's our cottonwood round that I want to process some feather sticks. And I can tell you, by using both of these knives in the past, they both can just slice through material very, very well when making feather sticks like we're going to do right now. So we'll first start off with the Mora number 2, and I'll show you how fine we can process this material. I mean, we can just get really fine, thin slices, about as thin as a sheet of paper. And you don't have to put a lot of pressure on the knife. You really just let the knife do the work for you. So here's our Mora number 1, and we'll start off with a real fine cut. It's very, very, very thin. And again, just breaks up in your hand. Nice little curl there. And then if we want to get deeper, we can really push down on this tool. And just get some nice deep curls here. And we have plenty of material here, so I'll just wrap this up. And we'll use these for our fire. Well, now it's time to make fire. So I'll put our ember catch down and we'll create an ember. I want to drag this tinder bundle closer in towards me. We'll just slowly generate heat. And once I see this pile smoking on its own, then I can add it to my tinder bundle. I'll tell you, after working with saguaro, cottonwood, and willow, fan palm is nice. It's such an easy material. Same with the yucca. Bear grass is decent. Just a little bit more. And we have our ember. All right, so now I'll transfer that ember into our tinder bundle and we will blow this into flame. Just nice and easy. Don't have to rush it. Juniper burns so nice. It really has a beautiful scent. We have flame. I'm going to get that a bit bigger though. Put that down in our pit. And now we can add our cottonwood fluff to it. So now the question becomes, who would I recommend these tools to, and which one would I recommend over the other? The second question, I would recommend them both. They both perform very, very well out in the field. Who would I recommend these tools to? Anybody that's interested in primitive skills, bushcraft, wilderness living, wilderness self-reliance. These are absolutely worth it. You don't have to spend $200–300 for a knife that'll perform well in any region in the entire United States. These will do it. For the price point, about $12 to $18, depending on where you choose, I would recommend Amazon. They have the cheapest price point. I would highly recommend picking up the Mora number 1 and the Mora number 2. So with that, I do appreciate you joining me for this video series. I'm Jeff with PrimitiveLifeways.com, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.